Alright. What is up, YouTube? HPJ here. And as you can probably hear in my voice, yeah, I am sick with the COVID. Long story about how I got fat, because that still puzzles me. But I am going to try my best to do um, a video for you guys. I hope this video comes out well because this is probably one of the most important things to come out, and that is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Limited list. I, why do many of us were waiting for it to be released, and I'm sure many of you, like myself, had your hopes and dreams either fulfilled or crushed. Mine definitely crushed. So I'll go through each of the sections as I normally do, and then just give my full thoughts of everything at the end. So, cards that are going to. So, the list itself for the TCG Forbidden Limited list will go into effect September 15th of 2025. And these are the following cards that are going to be forbidden: Moon of the Closed Heaven, Splash Magician, no, Splash Mage, it says Splash Magician, Splash Mage, King of the Feral Lamp, and number 67, Pair of Dice Smasher. For the limited, we have what is it? X Raziel, Malice P Dormouse, Vanquish Soul Razin, Fiendsmith Laramaka, Link Rebo, Summon Sorceress, Herald of Arc Light, Zodiac Triton, um, Kriston Illusion, no, Inclusion, Obedience Schooled, Sake Your Soul, and Solemn Judgment. For the semi-limited, there's funny enough only one card, and that is Branded Fusion. And then for the unlimited, we have Glow Up Bulb, Masterpiece, the True Draco Slaying King, Metal, Morphing Jar, Phantom Sky Blaster, Snake Eyes Ash, Snake Eyes Poplar, Dragonic Diagram, Lightning Storm, and Zodiac Barrage. Yeah, that is a lot of cards. That is definitely a lot of cards. It's probably one of the highest changes in the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG's Forbidden Limited list, especially in a very long time. Now, I am not a competitive player, so I can't give you the full synopsis of everything that is on this list. But just in my own explanation, I believe these were major hits. Of course, a lot of the decks that were doing extremely well here in TCG. Worlds definitely showed us that domination of cards were definitely coming into the fray. One of the biggest changes, of course, was Vanquish Soul and a lot of the utility cards that were in it. Malice took hits, Raziel took hits as well. Even a couple of straggler archetypes like Fiendsmith had to take some more hits because, well, now that Ash and Poplar are back at 3, um, and even Linkuriboh coming back, I'm sure that deck had a lot of key pieces that were still relevant to how they play. So it kind of makes sense that they decided to hit those things as well before it got more crazy. Now, as far as combos and stuff go, yeah, I can't really speak for all of them. But I can say hitting King of the Feral Imp, that's a crazy one. I don't know if this might have to do with a future strategy or a current one that included the King of the Feral Imp. And if those who don't know what King of the Feral Imp does, it's a rank 4 reptile Earth attributed monster, 2100 attack, and I think like 15 or 1400 defense. It basically detaches material from this card to then search your deck for a reptile monster and then add it to your hand. And the most part that I know, it's just probably searching for key pieces for combo plays and then popping off with those. Because King of the Feral Imp has been in the game for a long period of time. I think it's been over 10 years now since the King of the Feral Imp was out. I remember using the King of the Feral Imp back in, oh man, there's so many decks that I've used the King of the Feral Imp in. Not Harpie related, but King of the Feral Imp was good for searching for certain reptiles. Kage Tokage, Giga Gaga Gigo, or no, Gigabyte, the familiar possessed monster, the one that can search for the other monsters with an attack of 1500 and a defense of 200. That card. And it can special summon itself if you control a spellcaster type monster. So those are basically the combination of things that have been used when it comes to playing with King of the Feral Imp. So I do believe maybe there is a future setup and lineup with things, and that's probably why they had to hit the King of the Feral Imp. I know number 67 has been a detriment in everyone's asses, so this is why they had to hit it. I know the OCG hit it as well. I think they banned it too. And this also might have to do with K9, because K9 can easily make a monster like this. So, as for the limited section, since I basically talked about everything on the band, because combo pieces and basically stopping things that are going to be a threat in the future. Raziel and Malice taking their hits, Vanquish Soul taking their hit with Ryzen, Fiendsmith taking a hit with Lacrima going to 1. Summon Sorceress and Link Kuriboh coming back. I did not expect that, but considering how, I don't know, was it just one-off stuff with Link Kuriboh? Because I can see the abuse of it, and then it triggering other cards' abilities. Summon Sources, I think, has her errata, so she's only a once per turn situation, so you don't have to worry too much about her. Herald of Arc Light, this has to, I definitely for sure know that Herald of Arc Light has to do with all the crazy things that are going on with the extra deck. Because who's really summoning Herald of Arc Light? No, you're using that effect to pop stuff. Kriston's got a hit with their inclusion, which is hilarious. Obedience School, that's yummy. And why Obedience School got hit. It's not because of Tri Brigade or the fact that Zodiac now have triple barrage in a single trident, which I'll talk about that soon. But I think it was only a matter of time before Obedience School got hit, because that's just a really good card. 73 beast type monsters, and then you can take advantage of them. I'm shocked that Tri Brigade didn't get barrage hit, but I mean get Obedience School hit. But then again, the Obedience School variant that ran for Tri Brigade, what did it use? I forget the archetype that it used. Oh, Melfly. There we go. Solemn Judgment to one I did not expect. I guess heavy trap and just abusing judgment is a thing, and that's pretty much. Oh, Dryden, because we all call Dryden getting unbanned eventually, and now that there's triple barrage, do I think it's going to be a meta threat? No. Do I think it's going to be a lot of fun decks going around with Zodiac? Oh, best believe. Triple barrage, single Dryden. Oh, people are going to love that. Branded Fusion, I think this is only just a hit, a preemptive for what's going on in October when we get that Chronicle starter deck, which I got to do a video on because a wave of cards are getting reprinted in that as well. And Branded has always been one of those decks that just slipped through the cracks and got some really crazy shenanigans going for them. They're like Shadal. They love fusion, and they love finding any possible way to abuse fusion. So with that, this unlimited section is bananas. Triple barrage for Zodiac. The return of Masterpiece, the True Draco Slaying King, and Dragonic Diagram. So I could definitely maybe see a lot of decks playing around with Masterpiece, because Masterpiece, the True Draco Slaying King, is a beast of a monster. I know he got an upgrade variant in the most recent set as well, and there's some new True Draco and True King support as well. Morphing Jar, I guess there's no reason to keep it at, I think it was at 1 or 2. So I guess there was no point in keeping it there. Same thing with Sky Blaster. Glow Up Bulb is because of the Akiza cards getting printed in the next few months. We already have the wave of cards coming in Doom. So now here's Glow Up Bulb coming back, and there's no Halki Vibrax, so people don't have issues with that. So you can just play around with your glow up bulbs, yay! And Lightning Storm was just stupid. I think it's just because this abusing ability that the abilities that it had were just abusive. That's why people were spamming so many others. So now they basically unbanned that. And Skyblaster and Phantom Skyblaster, just token makers. But because of all the other additional stuff that did survive with tokens, most of them are still banned. So no Gofu, no Grinder Golem. A lot of those other cards that spam tokens are still, you know, either limited or banned for that reason, because they just help bring out a lot of link monsters, and then you get into link chains and stuff like that. So my final thoughts on this is not a ban list for me. This is a ban list for you guys to discuss. I basically just figured, look, I only wanted one card off the ban list, and that was Samorg, and Samorg's not here because then they'd have to hit Featherstorm. And will I trade 2 Featherstorms for Samorg Bird of Sovereignty? Yeah, because Harpie don't have no way of recycling it. Most decks that are bird are not really bird. They're just using a bird engine to summon some more so they can sit on instantly Apex Avian. And at that point, you might as well not have even played the bird. Most archetypes now in the game have their own variations of negate and stall. And I'm needing gate. Which, funny enough, Samorg didn't do it. It was just a massive summoner to summon the Omni Negate. And I'm sure most decks did find a way to play around Samorg Bird of Sovereignty. But yeah, Master Duel has 3 sovereigns, so I guess I should be happy. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up the video here because I basically said everything I needed to about this Forbidden Limited list. If there are anything you want to include, there is the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, as it helps out tremendously. You can hit the notification bell to be informed when I upload more content. Socials are in the description box below, and I'll catch you all next time. HJ signing out. Take care.